You see, I don't want you hiding from anything. I want you to hide from nothing. So about once a month in the Law of Attraction by Neville Goddard Facebook group, somebody brings up alcohol. 12-step meetings. And I got to tell you, I'm not a fan of just surviving. If you want to just survive, a 12-step meeting is a way to go. It's like taking on a job that will help you survive. You want to work at a job that you hate? You want to survive? You can do that. Right? Been there, done that. Until I didn't do it anymore. See, survival based on a set of 12 rules that has you avoiding. I'm not a fan of avoiding. I'm not a fan of hiding. Some people hide from the news. Some people hide from the bottle. We had a fella come here, Jeff Nash. Jeff runs a rehab in Hawaii, and Jeff doesn't hide from alcohol. Jeff's story is quite remarkable. We actually did an interview. It's on YouTube someplace. You can find it. If you want a link, let me know. But I want you to really get something. Anything you have to hide from. If you feel you need to, totally, never, ever, ever. Because it will get you. You will never fully live. You see, it's the truth about you that sets you free. You see, if it was the alcohol, then nobody could drink it, so it's not that. And so then the statement comes along, something like, we're different. No, you're not. Well, yeah, you are, but you're not special. Special is, I've got a problem with no known cause and no known cure. In other words, you've just denied your divinity. And I'm not a fan of that at all. You see, if you need to take a drink to make it through the day, if you need to take a drink to talk to a woman, if you need not to take a drink to make it through the day, if you need not to take a drink to have a conversation with a woman, it's the same slavery. And I'm not saying if you've been clean and sober for 30 years to go get a drink. I'm saying it's time to discover the truth about you that sets you free and notice where hiding is hurting you. Because you might be fully functional. You might be having a great life. And hiding from the news. And hiding from the bottle. And hiding from a lot of things. I know men that hide from women. I find that fascinating. I know people that hide from people. They love their cats. I love cats. I once had 11 of them. Or was it 11 cats and 12 litter pans. That was the rule. Now we've got dogs, right? 2 dogs, no litter pans. Bruce would love for us to get a cat. But that ain't going to work where we live. You know, we've got birds, we've got a roadway, we've got Bruce and Emmett. Cats have to come in at 7 o'clock at night here. That's the law. I don't know how many of you have owned a cat, but having a cat law that says the cat must come inside at 7 p.m. is a little insane in my book. So is living a life where there's no known cause and no known cure, because as soon as you make an exception, as soon as you say there's something outside of the one cause, the only cause, you lose. I want you to notice how big do you feel. Because when you get you're bigger than the bottle, when you get that you're bigger than your relationship, you're not going to have bottle or relationship problems. This is from another one, right? The special person thing. It's always about chasing something bigger. You can hear it in their voice. You can tell in how they write. The relationship feels bigger than them. I'll ask, what feels bigger, you or the relationship? And it's always, I would be so complete if I had this one big piece. Anyway, here's what I want you to do. I want you to notice there's one cause. If you haven't bought the Pearl yet, join us at ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. It is a series of experiences That will change your life. Now, here's the thing, guys. Alcoholic is a state. So is being able to enjoy a beer. So is hiding from it. And once you start hiding from anything, you start hiding from everything. Don't hide. Let your light shine. You are the light of the world. You, what you truly are, is the light of the world. You're the spark behind the eyes. But here's the thing. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com is a series of experiences. 90 days, 90 experiences. There's more to it than that, but let's just keep the math simple, shall we? With 90 days of experiences, you get 90 different experiences. Here's how you become an alcoholic. You have a drink and you realize you can talk to a woman. You have 2 drinks, you notice you can talk to them a lot easier. You have 3 drinks and the nagging thing goes away. So you've got one behavior that gives you all your solutions. And so you start worshiping the behavior. And pretty soon you discover that the behavior controls and consumes you. On the other hand, if you've got 90 different experiences that show you in 90 different ways, that help you explore in 90 different ways. See, one experience, have a drink. Right? One experience, have a drink. If something bad happens, have a drink. If something good happens, have a drink. On the other hand, when you get that what you are is gives life, there is only one experience. What are you giving life to? Give life to the variety pack. Give life to all kinds of yummy. If the only pizza I could eat was Goose White Pizza from Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, I couldn't have pizza right now because I live in Australia. That's as far away from getting a good warm pizza from Goose as is humanly possible. On the other hand, I can eat pizza, I can eat pasta, I can eat Chinese, I can eat Thai, I can eat Greek, I can eat Lebanese, I can eat all kinds of food. I am not overly attached to one to the point where I have to hide from it. And if you have to hide from anything, you're hiding from you. You get to notice you can move in the twinkling of an eye. It doesn't take time. It doesn't take 12 steps. It doesn't take years. It doesn't take struggle. You can change your state in the twinkle of an eye. And one more, for those who say you wouldn't understand, you want to bet? You see, I study success. Here's what I notice some people do. They study poor people to see what makes them poor. I study people who were poor who became rich. Not just with money, but with everything. And so during like the 1,000 hours or so that I put into going to 12-step meetings to help a friend, and interviewing people that went to 12-step meetings, and finally finding people who dropped out of the darn thing. Because when you drop out of the paradigm, they say they never had the disease. See, I had a guy pay to work with me for a year. And he dropped out of the program. He discovered this thing called freedom. He was into fly fishing. And for a year, he'd come around and just would talk shop, and I taught him martial arts. It felt good in his body. He felt good in his body. He felt good coming home. And we would explore things like the one cause, because he understood. You can walk away, you have to walk away from what helped you survive. Because surviving is not the same as soaring. And sure, you can be highly functional, you can make a lot of money, but I want you to explore the truth about you that actually sets you free. So there's my rant. Don't hide from anything. Don't make this take years. Stop imagining you're small. That's a biggie. As long as you imagine you're small and you need all this structure and all this help and all this support, you will. On the other hand, I want you to join a very different club. So for now, if you got some gold, easymanifesting.com. Those will give you the basics. There's 7 lessons there. You'll get the daily email too. It's really good and it'll rock your world. But you've got to start with the attitude. You have to be willing to explore the one cause. easymanifesting.com. Go sign up for those goodies. Next bit. If you want to make this your total way of life, if you want to start having some attitude, if you want to have the 90 days of experiences that will help you really discover who you are and how this works in a way that I've seen nothing else do. See, this is the program we designed, but if you spent 90 days in the cottage behind our house and we brought you a coffee every morning, and let you fend for yourself in the wildness of Australia for the rest of the day? This is what I'd share with you every day over the cup of coffee. A lesson from ManifestingMasteryCourse.com, because I want you to walk away a different person. Go read a couple hundred of the success stories and sign up. They're all over the place. They're on the website and the Facebook group. Meanwhile, what else can I tell you? ManifestingMasteryCourse.com, and sharing is caring. Most MM members, they share their lives with us once every 7 days. Right? Hey, Mr. 20, here's an update. We share ours, we ask for yours, because we do want to get to know you. We want to share in your shifts, your successes, your wins. And if you like, we share them. I got a couple in there right now I got to share. I will when I get around to it. Anyway, get around to changing your life right now. Don't wait. In the twinkle of an eye, Neville says. So, ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. See ya.